Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the entertainment headquarters, and it's trailer reaction time. And the trailer I want to look at is for The Killer's Game, which is a new, potential franchise starter for Dave Bautista. Now, Dave Bautista, as we know, he played Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. Hello, Logan. You come to say hello? Logan, me cat. Anyway, back to where I was getting to. So, Dave Bautista played Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. It kind of put him on the map. But one thing with Dave Bautista is, for me, he is the best professional wrestler turned actor. You've got Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. He had, minor success in the beginning, and then his career skyrocketed, and he seems to stick to the same kind of big action, big budget type of films, where Dave Bautista, he, for me, is trying to be a more serious actor. He doesn't want to be just considered a one-trick pony. He wants to be considered a legitimate and respected actor. And we've seen him have a number of successes. He was in a James Bond movie. Outside of the Guardians, he's also was in recently Dune. He did Knock at the Cabin, which I thought was a great performance by him, and he was also in Blade Runner 2049. And even though it was just a cameo, he did such a good job that they did that kind of mini prequel story featuring his character prior to the movie, and I thought was really well executed. And he's tried to do different things, and he's been quite successful in everything he's tried. And now, hopefully, he's the star of this movie, and it's produced by the producers of John Wick, and I'm getting a feel of what I've heard, a little bit of buzz about it, that it has a similar story or a similar vibe to John Wick. And as you know, John Wick is probably most recently the bigger of the action franchises out there. So let's have a look at The Killer's Game. So, like I say, Bautista. Oh, Bautista? No, yes, it is Bautista. The Killer's Game. Why is my little device here fucking up? Here we go. Boom, boom. Sorry. Here we go. The Killer's Game, directed by J.J. Perry, based on The Killer's Game by Jay Bonza Singer, and it's starring Dave Bautista, Sophie Botella, Terry Crews, Scott Action. I'm excited for that because Scott Action is so underrated. He should be a mainstream action star now. He should be an A-list action star by now. You've got Pom Clementif, who played Mantis in The Guardian, so they obviously have got a great camaraderie and have worked together before. And finally, Ben Kingsley. And the plot of the movie, as is followed, is a veteran assassin fends off a hit he placed on himself after learning the terminal medical diagnosis he received was incorrect. So let's get cracking and check out The Killer's Game, and Logan's gonna join me. Boom. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
How did you end up here?
Work.
What do you do?
Retirement planning.
You should smile more often. It suits you.
I'm gonna live till I die.
There's only 2 ways out of the killer's game, Joseph. You walk away clean, or you go out
Straight
on
away
your back.
getting John Wick vibe.
Joe,
Are you okay?
Live until I die.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news, Joe. It's terminal.
How long do I have?
Best case, 3 months.
I don't want Maisie to see me fall like that.
The blues I lay low.
What brings you to my door?
I need a contract executed.
Who do you want retired?
Me.
I've thought about doing this for years. You killed my father. This way, I kill you and get paid.
They're gonna say
$2 million for Joe Flood. Daddy's got to go to work.
Gets me wet.
Whatever turns you on.
I'll make them stay low.
Oh, Flood, thank God. There's been a mistake. They switched your scan with another patient. You're not gonna die, but you might want to get your eyes checked.
I'm gonna live
I'm canceling the contract.
You think this changes anything?
till I die.
I'm calling in every hitter in Europe, you hear me?
Yeah, when you tell them to pack light. Because they won't fucking be staying long.
Gonna dance.
What is going on, Joe?
Maisie, I'm a hitman.
What? You kill people?
I'll take a chance.
That's you're an assassin, is you?
Riding high.
Did he just hit me with a motorcycle? That's just disrespectful.
Before my numbers, I'm gonna fill my cup.
Do you think I killed him?
I hope so. Ain't no money worth this shit.
I'm gonna live
Don't hate the playoffs. Hate the game.
I got you.
until I die.
I'm gonna kill the fucking doctor, too. Have you had your eyes checked?
That looks really good. Really good. I like that. I like that a lot. I had The Beekeeper earlier this year, which, a lot of these like action starters, potential franchises, they've always seemed to be around some sort of it's like a familiar theme where they are involved in some sort of assassin organization. So obviously, when you had the first John Wick film, you didn't realize there was this thing called the Round Table, and he was an assassin, and he was a part of it, and he was retired, and all this stuff. And then they built the law in the world throughout the course of the movies. And The Beekeeper had a similar vibe, where the beekeepers are this secret organization that's kind of keeping the balance between what the government are doing and looking after the people. And this has a very similar vibe to The Beekeeper, which of course you see he's into retirement planning, and he's a retirement planner. So that for me is like code word for, like you say, is an assassin. So a lot of these films go down a similar route to John Wick, and I think that's been the catalyst for bringing out all these action assassin type movies, is because of the success of John Wick. But some have fared well and some haven't. Just when The Beekeeper came out, they brought out The Bricklayer with Aaron Eckhart, which wasn't as good as The Beekeeper. So there's always like a duel kind of with different films. But this for me looks good. We've had quite an interesting year for action. Beekeeper started off strong. Then we had The Monkey Man, which I had mixed opinions about. We had Boy Kills World, which I have yet to see, which I hear is bonkers, but isn't as good as what, the trailer made it out to be. That's the consensus I've had from a lot of my friends and what I've read online. And of course, we had Civil War. We've got, if we look at the superhero aspect for action, we've got Deadpool and Wolverine coming. So it's been a very mixed bag of good, and go from really good to just good to bad when it comes to action this year. But I've got a funny feeling this potentially it's going to be a franchise starter for Dave Bautista. And I also have a funny feeling this is going to be good. It's going to mix in the action with, dark humor and be a fun ride, just like The Beekeeper. So hopefully, and it'll be another franchise starter for Dave Bautista, who I believe deserves to have his own franchise because he's earned it. He's put the work in, and he's a great actor, and he deserves more, credit and more, starring, roles like this. So, yep, I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to see this, and hopefully, it's the start of of a franchise for him. But what's your take on the Killer's Game? What do you think of it? Does it have potential? Are you not interested? What is your take on Batista? Do you like him as an actor? Do you think he's he's earned the respect he deserves now, because he's not just a wrestler turned actor? He's actually a legitimate actor who's putting the work in to get the job done. So that's just my opinion on the Killer's Game. Like I say, I want to know what you think. But keep on enjoying your movies. Keep on enjoying your television. Keep on enjoying all things entertainment. And I'll catch us all at the next one.